something that is essential in staying organized in homeschooling. Tracking all of that information and the grades. Now, whether you're a seasoned homeschooler or you're just starting out, having a system in place really can make a huge difference. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you so much for joining me today. Did you have this question in mind? Like, how do I keep a track of my information? Like, how do I keep track of my grades? I was asked this, and I love bringing this information to people, which is why I bring these Learning Life videos. And I thank you. Thank you very much for being here today. I thank you for all the likes and subscribes. Hey, tell your friends, got a question? Shoot it down below. Well, there's really a number of ways that we can keep on top of that information and to track our grades and to do all of that. We need to do it. We need to stay on top of it. And I know different states have different requirements with how much information you need to keep. My state here in Georgia, it's not that much, but I do like to keep that information, keep it in one place. And here are a few of some great ways, but a few of my favorites that we can do to stay on top. There's paper planners, that classic option. And I say classic because I remember teaching back there in the 90s, early 2000s, where we did have our paper planner, and that's where we had all of our information. You certainly didn't want to lose it. But paper planners are great, customizable, they're flexible. You can do what you need it to do. There's also digital planners and digital apps and all of the digital online stuff. I have sort of swung from, even though I love pencil and paper, to just how being digital really is helpful to stay organized, keeps all my information in one place that I can access it anywhere. I can be at a playground, in a park, and find that information through my phone, which is great. There are spreadsheets, and I do love a spreadsheet. We can have it in our paper and pencil, but also digitally, Are we keeping track of grades? Are there different assignments that we need to do? How do we have it? Especially as we're maybe homeschooling high schoolers, having a good spreadsheet can be really, really helpful for that. There's notebooks, there's journals where you can keep the detailed notes on your child's progress. You can write down what their learning experiences are like. These are all great options. And then if you wanted to go bigger, you have a large family, or maybe you're part of a co-op and you're all putting that information together. There are learning management systems like Google Classroom, but that's a lot bigger. And most of us as homeschoolers don't really need that. The pros and cons of each method. Well, how are you going to do it? Really, whatever you pick is going to have its advantages and its disadvantages. So our paper planners, they're great. They're right there in front of us. We can just take it with us. We can track that information, but it can be quite easily lost. We even might be in the glory days of our filing cabinets and putting it in, but we can lose it. Now, digital is great. They've got this convenience and this accessibility, but again, where are you doing it? Are you keeping it just on your computer, which can die? Are you keeping it online? There are all of these different options. I personally love the digital online because, you can even lock folders so people can't get in. Spreadsheets, very helpful for tracking grades. That's one of the great things. Really, the disadvantage to that is again, are we going to do it? Is it going to be paper pencil? Is it going to be digital? Are we going to lose it? And then we have the notebooks and journals, more personal approach, which is great. Where are we keeping it to make sure we don't lose it? My experience and recommendations. Personally, I prefer a combination of paper and digital. I love paper. I can use that to track what are we going to do each day and check it off and do all of those things. I am very much a paper and pencil girl, but I also love digital. I love spreadsheets I can do in digital. I love having a folder that I can take my paper and make digital. I'm forever taking photos of the stuff that we've done and just uploading it into a folder so that it doesn't matter if I'm going to lose it, because chances are lately I am going to lose that paper. It goes against like who I am. Like I've always loved to be like so organized, but I have found I can still use both. So I've got that, and then like spreadsheets, I've got that, but I can take a photo of it and upload it into my Google Doc, into my folder there, where I've got everything that I need. I keep all of my girl stuff there, and it's password protected if needs be. So it's become really like a great way of being able to do it. But what is important is to find that system that works best for you and your family. Because tracking information and grades, it's essential. We have to do it, and we need to stay organized in it. We need to like make sure that we're staying on top, especially as our children get older and as we're like maybe looking at transcripts. We need this information. So why not experiment with different methods to find out what works best for you? Maybe you're like me. We've done it on paper. We take it as a photo and we upload it. Doesn't matter if we've lost it. Or maybe you're 100% digital. This is what works for you. But remember that the most important thing is helping you to stay on top of it, and it keeps your homeschooling journey on track. Do you have any planners or anything that you like? Like I know I can get like overwhelmed looking online going, oh, that is beautiful. Oh, it is this. But they don't like always necessarily like work for me. But do you have any that you absolutely love? I would love to hear it. Shoot it as a comment down below, because it's great to have these resources and this information on hand. If you want to help get these videos out, you can do that. You can become a champion. You can check that out at patreon.com. Or you can also check that out on my website, LearningThis.Life, which has, these videos. It has information. It has links. It has ways to connect with me. There's other great resources. So check that out at LearningThis.Life.